I'm back from my little mini vacation thing for work and for pleasure, and I had some stuff in the mail and I'm opening them up. Most of them I'm not going to do a first impression right now on, but I decided to do one on this, my first impression of Dua, because I've never experienced a Dua perfume. There's Lucy. Hi. Lucy. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, so I thought I would do like a literal first impression while on video. I ordered from Mercari someone's secondhand white milk 2.0. This is part of my cozy adventure, trying to find more affordable options to Bianco Latte, because I did get addicted to it for bedtime and for like kind of covering up or fixing a lot of things. Like if I spray a perfume and I really don't like it. So this is used, so I can already kind of smell a little bit out the bottle. It might smell Bianco Latte-ish. I know it's supposed to, but a lot of them that are supposed to don't to me. Like the Lattafa one, Eclair. It smells good. It smells like creamy and vanillic, but it does not smell like Bianco Latte to me, because Bianco Latte has a particular kind of coolness that feels less like a creamy, rich vanilla to me and more like a cool, frothy, sweet smell. I'm not sure if frothy is right, but kind of airy. Anyway, let's try this. See what we think. Dua. Hopefully I like it, because I also ordered some other Dua stuff recently and it hasn't come yet. So I'm actually going to do it on skin for first impression, because I know it's not going to be disgusting. Ooh. It really smells Bianco Latte at first whiff. And I know Dua is supposed to be strong, which is good. That's part of what I want out of a Bianco Latte dupe. I want it to be like overpower other things and stay on. Okay, this to me is totally a almost perfect Bianco Latte dupe. Like I would think it was Bianco Latte. Oh, Cozy Adventurers, I am back. I actually did get a larger, oh, did I show my address now? A larger shipment of Dua, and this stuff is actually new, so it hasn't had time to age like the one I just tried that was secondhand. So it might not be so immediately enjoyable. I'm lowering my expectations because I've learned so many perfumes need to age, particularly the more affordable ones. A lot of people say the Middle Eastern ones, but I think any of the more affordable ones just haven't had time. They save on expense by like not aging their product in a way that like kind of softens out the rough edges and helps the different notes of the fragrances kind of meld together over time. So I've learned that I need to expect to age my perfumes before they smell good. But let's do this. Let's see. I'll get some handy dandy little smelly paper things. I don't remember what they're called. And try all these things and that pen so I can write down the different perfumes names, so that I can return to the little things and see how they change over time. Okay, Magic of Vanilla is one. White Milk 2.0. We already did the used version of it that I have, but we'll do that. I'll spray it on a paper just so I can do little comparisons. This is it was like a big Dua sale, I guess, that happens only a couple times a year, and that's how they got me. And because I really was going down a rabbit hole trying to find Bianco Latte, other Bianco Latte, like real Bianco Latte dupes. Okay, almond milk. Almond milk. My dexterity is not the best because of my chronic illness. So I'm just gonna rip things, apparently. Intimate with vanilla. I think that one is supposed to be like Vanilla Sex by Tom Ford. Okay, continuing my first Dua shipment unboxing. I realized that the boxes are supposed to be opened from the side, I think, so we're gonna try that. I won't know what's in it until I open it because it doesn't say on the outside of the box. That's not working very well either. Yikes. I think I'm just gonna rip into them because, okay. This one is Marshmallow Dream. Oops. Get more of these. So I had to order a certain amount to get the huge discount, which I think was like a third off. I'm not sure if it's still going. I'll have to check, and I will make note of it on this video if it's still happening. Marshmallow Dream, Marsh Dream. Last one of these boxes, thank goodness. I'm really struggling. All right. It's nice inside. It's hard to open. Sorry for that sound. French macarons and white milk. This one is one that a lot of people suggested as a Bianco Latte alternative that I have some hopes for like a good bedtime one. French mac plus white milk and then whatever is in here. This is cute. This is a full-sized one. Okay. Ooh, creamy blend of walnuts. I saw people highly recommend it in reviews. It's very easy to go down a rabbit hole because there's so many Dua fragrances. So it's really easy to, I saw a lot of people saying it's really easy to go down a rabbit hole just like on the website looking at all the perfumes and going overboard with what you order. But it's also really easy to go down the rabbit hole of just watching videos about it, of different people's reviews because there are just so many of them. And I don't know about you, but I find it kind of comforting to watch things like that, like sort of long form videos of just testing a bunch of different smells and describing, ooh, sorry about that, describing them. Okay, so this clip of unboxing is done and I'll go to the next one to actually smell. Okay, Cozy Adventurers, we are here with the Dua first impressions unboxing, and now I've made a bunch of little smelly papers because I don't know what they're called. I should Google that. That I labeled so that I can spray them on these and kind of compare and contrast. So I'm gonna start now. This one is Marshmallow Dream. Oh, I should open the window. Yikes. First impression is good. Really sweet. Like it smelled like marshmallow right away, and then it starts to smell I start to smell other things. So I'll put that to the side and go back to it. Pardon. My body was like, open the window. Okay. So we did that. French macaroons, or macarons. Because macarons are the coconut ones and macarons are the little French fancy looking ones. So French macarons and white milk. Ooh. There we go. So this is definitely less white milk smelling than white, or less Bianco latte smelling than the just plain white milk. But yeah, now I smell it once the initial sort of smell fades. So I'll go back to that. Let me spray. I should spend more time kind of setting up to do these things, because if I don't, then it's pretty guaranteed that I'm gonna knock stuff down everywhere. Okay, so we did that. We did this one. White Milk 2.0. So this one is the one that I already smelled that I got secondhand, but I'm just gonna spray it on here so we can do comparisons. I'm getting like the alcohol fumes when I first spray it, and I shouldn't inhale that part. I should wait longer. Continuing on with the first impressions of Dua brand perfumes. I'm spraying a bunch of them on these little smelly paper things that I don't know what they're called. And, oh, this one's almond milk, not intimate. Okay. Intimate with vanilla. And then I'm gonna like let them settle a little bit and go back and smell the papers. Intimate with vanilla. Oh, that one's very different than the other ones. I almost smell like, in the just very first impression, some licorice with the vanilla. But that starts to fade pretty quickly. The licorice part of it. All right, almond milk. These are all sort of to see if they could replace Bianco Latte for me, or be a less expensive supplement. My neighbor's driving up. It's okay, Lou. Hey. Hi. It's okay. Thank you. Almond milk immediately smells like something to me, but it's not even really almond. It's more like a flavored coffee creamer. I'm like a hazelnut flavored coffee creamer, but yeah, something like that. That's what it smells like. And did I get everything? Oh, magic of vanilla. Did I do one for creamy walnuts? I don't think I did one for creamy walnuts. Okay, I'll do one in a second. So magic of vanilla. I don't smell that as much right away. But maybe my smeller's getting overwhelmed by how much I've sprayed different things. Alright, we'll return to that. I think it smells a little more perfumey to me, whatever that means, immediately, rather than like straight up gourmand, like photorealistic foodie kind of stuff. I think most of these are more on that end. Okay, and then we'll do a creamy walnut, even if I didn't make a little paper for it yet. Creamy walnut. I love walnuts, so. And like baklava. Interesting. Different smell. Okay, I'll have to return to it. Okay, so to wrap up my first impression with Dua, a bunch of kind of vanilla-y, milky fragrances that I picked up from them to start with. I sprayed them all on these things, and I'll go back over them and sniff them and give you a second impression from when I first sprayed it. I did put Milk 2.0, White Milk 2.0 on my arm, and it smelled like almost exactly like Bianco Latte to me. No, it smells a little bit less exactly, but it's very close, much closer to me than Eclair, which smells good, but it doesn't smell like Bianco Latte to me. This has more of the sort of cool factor, like cold milk to me, a little less creamy, but still lactonic. So, very, very impressed with that one. So I'll smell that one again on the tester. I think I'm starting to lose my ability to smell these. Let's just clear there. Ooh. Oh, I have peanut butter. I'll do a peanut butter smelling break. I have the peanut butter out because it helps Lucy take her pills. Okay. Can't smell the white milk that well on the tester, so I don't know how well I'm smelling these other things, but we will try. French macarons and white milk. I think it's like white milk, but with a little more like sugar, like a little more like that, like feeling like there's a little sugary treat in there, which makes sense. I feel like I can taste the little pastel colors of the macarons. Marshmallow Dream. Smells good, sweet. It smells kind of creamy to me too right now, but not that cool feeling of Bianco Latte. More fluffy sweet. Let's see, Intimate Vanilla. I think I smell some almondiness in this one. It smells good. Almond milk. That doesn't smell very good to me for some reason, but maybe it's like within smelling all these other ones, it smells funky. So I left off with almond milk. It doesn't smell very good to me, at least on paper, for some reason right now, but maybe it's because I'm smelling it in comparison to these other things and it confuses my nose. But my first impression of it was that it smelled kind of like a fake hazelnut flavoring creamer or something. That's what it reminded me of, rather than like kind of almond milky magic of vanilla. This one on first impression has more of a floral or perfumey smell to me version of vanilla. Creamy walnut. I don't know what I'm smelling with the creamy walnut. It has like a fruity smell to it, like an orangey smell. Maybe there's some orange blossom water or something to be kind of baklava-y. I'm not sure about the notes, but I can smell a little bit of the nuttiness, but I'm smelling that orangey. Maybe it's a rose water. Interesting. It doesn't smell bad. It just smells a little different than I expected. And I think that's all of them. So that's my first impression of Dua. I'm so happy with this first try because you know, some of the things I've learned in my short career of like a little over a month of smelling perfumes. Some things just like smell awful when you first smell them. Like a lot of the Lattafa ones for me smell really bad. And you have to let them sit, or some things smell just like really not like what they say they're going to. Like, what was it? Like caramel cascade? I can't remember if it's caramel cascade or caramel something else. I got secondhand from someone and it smelled really bad, like super licorice, like I don't know, just really weird. And another supposed to be caramel one that to me smelled like toilet water. So all of that to say, Dua fragrances so far do not smell bad to me. Do not smell like toilet water. Smell full of potential, and I'm really happy with my purchase. And I will let you know in the comments if the sale is still going on. From what I remember, it wasn't clear to me when the sale goes to when I was on the website, but I'll tell you if it's still on right now. Okay, I am back again because I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the importance of cozy, comforting smells, especially for people with chronic illness, whether it's physical or mental health, to find smells that help us sleep or help our nervous systems relax and doesn't give us headaches, and makes us feel more comforted and just good in our spaces, in our bodies when we're having pain in so many other ways. It can be a really awesome tool to help get better sleep or just have a better sense of well-being. Both that and I think the exploration part is, the adventure part is healing, or can be healing too, as long as we don't like go into overspending habits or smelling a lot of things that give us headaches. But that's why I'm wanting to explore the vanillas that I have right now while we're here, because we just did a big Dua haul that was all sort of in the vanilla family. And so I'm just gonna go through all the things that I have so far and give you quick impressions. Go look at one of the other shorts or earlier in this video if you're looking at long form for the Dua brand ones. A big part of why I was going through so many of these is because I was looking for Bianco Latte dupes, and so some of these will be more on the Bianco Latte dupe side and some will just not be at all. Let's see. So Ellis Brooklyn Vanilla Milk has confused me a bit. Let me get more papers, which I still haven't looked up what they're called. The little perfume tester papers. Oops, I put one in the bag, so I wonder if now it smells. The bag smells like it. No, it's okay. All right. Sorry about that. Let me end this part and just start going into the smelling next. Okay, I've got my tester strips all lined up to smell the rest of my vanillas. I will tell you, I sprayed Tom Ford's Vanilla 6 already, which I have a little decant spray, and the Dua Intimate Vanilla is almost 1-to-1. So Dua is like really impressing me with these dupes. So we're doing, I said Ellis Brooklyn first. It is vanilla milk. So I tried it on my skin. I can't remember if I did it on video yet. And there's just something weird to it, and I don't even know how to describe the weird, but kind of off, like the milk is off in it. Something kind of sour and kind of smoky woody or something, which I don't think was in the notes. So this one is not for my nose. I don't like it very much, vanilla milk. Let's do Nest Creme de Clementine next. I think I did this one already on my skin too. It has a very like really fresh clementine orange juice smell at first, and then as the orange fades it goes into a creamy vanilla. I like it. It's very sort of photorealistic food vanilla and orange, or like a clementine, little baby yummy orange tangerine-ish smell, but it fades quickly, so it's not very long lasting on me, at least. Yeah, really fresh orange. And then there's like some part when the orange is kind of fading and the vanilla part is starting to come up more, and that's when you get the creamsicle moment, but it doesn't last for very long in that spot in between the orange and the vanilla, in my experience. But I do like it. It is yummy. Let's see. Next, let's do Tom Ford's, ooh, where is it? Vanille Fatale. I have discovered that I'm a Tom Ford lover. Like, I love his nose on things is very complimentary to my nose on things. Starting with Gucci Pour Homme 2003, which was my favorite perfume in my mid-20s. It's a men's perfume, but I just loved it, and it was discontinued a long time ago, and I'm gonna do an upcoming video where I got like a tiny decant of it from someone to compare to a couple other ones that were made by the same master perfumer that are supposed to be comparable. But Tom Ford was, I believe, the head of Gucci at the time, so his nose was on that. And his blends are just so smooth to me and have depth and sexiness. Okay, Vanille Fatale. I'll have to spend more time with it. It's not immediately super vanillic to me, but it is sweet and it's kind of intriguing. I don't have the notes out, so I'm not sure what it is I'm smelling, but there's something like most Tom Ford, sort of depthful, cologne-y, sexy to it. And to compare with Vanilla Sex is much more on the lactonic creamy, and Vanille Fatale is more like leaning a little bit more into what people usually call unisex sexy. So I imagine that is maybe some ambery, sandalwoody, musky. Usually that combo is what kind of makes the basis of those kind of fragrances, I've noticed, and I tend to really like them. So that one is interesting. It's not like super like immediately recognizable to me as vanilla, but it is good and worth more exploring. Skylar Vanilla Sky, I tried this one too, and I think it had kind of a more woody, smoky smell than I was expecting. Caramelized cedar. It's cappuccino, pure vanilla, and caramelized cedar. So it didn't end up being a good match for me for bedtime because it just had too dark of a smell for me. I need it to be like kind of creamy. The reason why I love Bianco Latte, it's creamy and milky, but it's also cooling and light. and that combo really works for me. Yeah, I just don't really like it compared to these other things that have smelled so much more creamy and yummy. This smells more like maybe old school 90s vanilla perfume. Yeah, so the Skylar smells like a more like, I was comparing it to old school 90s vanilla perfume, which, what were, like Vanilla Fields, that kind of thing, but I think with a, where did I put that tester? I'll just smell the bottle. With a little bit of that coffee smell too. Yeah, I just don't really like it. I will rehome it. All right, so I have 4 more. 2 of them made it into my duds box, my box where I put things away when I'm like, ew, gross. And I let it age for a little bit before I smell it again and then like try to give it away or sell it. So before we get to the duds, let's do Mancera Paris Amore Cafe. I have gone to bed in this a couple of times, but it doesn't smell like Bianca Latte. Yeah, it does have, it smells like a non-cheap flavored coffee. Like a coffee with cream and some sort of like flavor syrups. Like a flavored coffee creamer, but not those cheapy ones. Yeah, I like it. Like I wouldn't buy it again. Like I just got it in a little decant from someone. So when it's done, but I like it. And it's like sweet and non-offensive enough that I could go to bed in it, which was nice. All right, so I'm gonna do the 2 stinky ones, and then I'm gonna end with one I know I like, which is Kayali Vanilla 28. That'll be nice and strong and hopefully cover up the stink smells. So the stink ones were both from the same person selling on Mercari, and I hope that they were telling the truth, that they like the smell of these things, because I bought them because they made little notes like, this smells great, I would keep it if I didn't have so many other things like it. So this is cute creme caramel, has a little macaron on the top, and to me this one smelled like toilet water, so I don't even want to spray it. I'm gonna spray it. Oh no, it sprayed on my hand. Oh, sad. Whoa, it still smells like toilet water to me. Yuck. Oof. Toilet water with like, oh yeah, so it just is spraying my duds. One is this creme caramel that smells like toilet water that I didn't even really want to spray, and then accidentally sprayed on my hand instead of the paper. It smells like, still smells like toilet water to me with like a background of caramel, but I don't even know what makes toilet water smell like toilet water. But so I'm not sure like what note wise that is or what chemical it is, but it is so gross to me. But the seller said that it smelled good to her, so it might just be like a particular note that I am sensitive to that smells like that to me. Gross. I will cover that up ASAP. But I'm gonna do the other one that I really didn't like, Caramel Cascade first. Caramel Cascade wasn't as gross. It did not smell like toilet water to me. Ugh, it's so gross, and it stays on my hand. It's not like it just smells a little when it comes out. It stays smelling like that. And so for me, and they're both strong. They both have like staying power. These 2 stinky ones. So I ended up just needing to wash it off, but then Caramel Cascade by Paris Corner. Covering it up with Bianco Latte was like my way to finally put myself out of my misery. Caramel Cascade. Caramel Cascade, though, when I washed it off my hands, what was left afterwards was a caramelly smell. So that might be the way that I use that one. Yeah, I'm smelling the butterscotchy kind of caramel smell. I'm also smelling the licorice that a lot of people say they smell on it. It's definitely not as bad as the toilet water creme caramel. I'm gonna put it on my hand. This one's growing on me, maybe in comparison to the toilet water one. Yeah, it might be something I actually like and use for layering. So I might actually take it out of the Purgatory box and put it more into rotation for testing. And the last one's Kayali 28. When I first tried it in the store, I was like, what? It's just a vanilla, meh. But really, in comparison to all these other ones that I'm trying, it does have this like bourbon vanilla depth that's really yummy. Yeah, a little boozy, darker vanilla smell. So not like a bedtime scent to me, because I like it to be bedtime smell to be a little bit lighter and airier and cooling. And this is more depthful, dark vanilla, warming, sexy smell. So that is all my vanillas so far, I think. And the one that is by miles closest to closest to Bianco Latte. I try to start to get it spaced out at the end of these videos sometimes from all the sprays. The one closest to Bianco Latte is definitely White Milk 2.0 by Dua. It is the big winner for the Bianco Latte. And for the non-Bianco Latte, it might be Kayali Vanilla 28 for me for the second most yummy out of all of these. In a way that's not Bianco Latte-ish, but is good. There's a Vanilla Sky. Yeah, I don't like Vanilla Sky. It's got a little bit of the screechy headachy for me. And I will do more exploration with the Duas and do a top few favorite vanilla videos coming up soon once I've gotten to wear these more and kind of get to know them better. All right, have a cozy week, and I will see you next week, and enjoy exploring sweet and comforting smells in the autumn. A last follow-up on my vanilla perfume exploration and looking for Bianco Latte dupes. On my trip, Bianco Latte really helped me because part of my chronic illness is that my nervous system is pretty constantly on fight or flight. Like my vagus nerve is injured and my body isn't naturally regulating itself in a lot of sort of basic ways. So it can be really hard to settle in and to sleep. And I think Bianco Latte really helped me sleep in the hotel because it gave me this sort of cocoon of a scent that I'd already tested a lot for sleeping. And so my body was like, oh, this is sleep scent. This is safe. This is comforting. And I was able to sleep. So that's an example of how scents can be really amazing tools for you if you are chronically ill. Oh, and I left out a really important one in discussion of vanillas and of Bianco latte dupes, Eclair. I had it in my little magic potions jar of my favorites, and I didn't look in there for the vanillas. I think this is the only real vanilla that's in here. I have the Cirque du Soleil perfume, which has some like cotton candy and popcorn. So I guess you could kind of, the cotton candy part can be sort of related to vanilla, but we're not gonna do that. Okay, so Eclair. Let's find a thing to spray it on. And I have white milk on now, and the white milk macaron, one on each arm to test. And so this will be a good comparison between the Eclair and those, because I don't think Eclair actually smells like Bianco Latte very much. I can't smell it very well on the paper. I can tell you on my skin, maybe I'll just put it on my hand. It's got a lot of alcohol when you first spray it, so I have to wait for that to fade. Yeah, to me it's much more like vanilla extract-y, a little warmer and creamier than Bianco Latte. I can smell it. I can smell its relation to it, but it doesn't smell like it to me. Meaning I would not guess that it was Bianco Latte. But I see why some people would actually prefer it, because Bianco Latte has this cooling smell that doesn't have as much of a creamy, rich smell as Eclair, I think, has. For me, for like my sleeping cocoon, I like the cooler, lighter smell. Lighter meaning like the texture of it is lighter. It is a strong perfume, meaning it kind of can cover up a lot of other smells. It stays with you, stays with me all night, and I wake up smelling like it the next morning. So it's not light in that way, but just a little lighter texture smell. But I do like Eclair. These are my top 4 Dua vanilla-y perfumes so far. White milk to me is a pretty much one-to-one with Bianco Latte, white milk 2.0. French macaroon with white milk, or macaron with white milk, has the white milk plus a cookie taste smell. It makes me feel like, it makes my mouth kind of salivate, more like foodie, cookie, yummy smell. I don't know if it particularly smells like macaron for cookie, but it has, maybe it does. It's like a light cookie taste smell thing. I keep wanting to say taste when I mean smell. Magic Vanilla has an interesting kind of depthful, I should look up, I want to see what it is duping. Okay, I can't look it up right now. It has a little bit more perfumey vanilla, maybe a little bit of florals in it. I need to look at the notes, but that one is really good and feels kind of complex and yummy if you want a little bit less photorealistic food, a little more perfumey. And the Intimate Vanilla is the dupe of Vanilla Sex, and it has a sort of darker, more complex Tom Fordy smell, and it is pretty much one-to-one with Vanilla Sex. I tested that as well because I have a sample of Vanilla Sex, and they really smell the same. Intimate Vanilla is just like a wee bit sugarier. which I like. So it's like a little bit more on the feminine side perhaps than the Tom Ford one because of that added sweetness. But all 4 of these are great options and didn't need to sit to age to smell good with Duo brand. Hi, Cozy Adventurers. It's the next day, if you're already watching videos where I was wearing this. I'm keeping the same outfit to keep the videos together, the clips together, to put all together into one long video for anyone who wants to watch a long style one. But I am recovering from my trip over the weekend, and my dog is now having I'm even like blanking out on the word that I'm trying to say for that. She's having difficulty with having space between us. What's that called? Separation anxiety. Yeah, so she kept me up a lot of the night because usually she goes to sleep in her own little bed, and that's good for me because I can be a really sensitive sleeper and wake up easily, so it's better for me if she sleeps in her own bed. So she just was not having it. She kept crying, and so I did get sleep, and I needed to change my bedding from what it was when I was gone, and so I'm having allergies from the bedding and because I haven't changed it yet because I was just trying to rest most of yesterday besides making videos here. Anyway, if you're noticing that I am on the sicker side today, you are correct. I got a couple more packages in, I think, from my vanilla exploration that I'm doing. I think they're my last couple ones, and then after that, the last thing I'm gonna do this week, I think, is go back to Sephora, which in my area it's a very small one within another store. But anyway, there's 2 vanilla or caramelish perfumes that are a new hot ones that people are talking about that I want to try on skin as an investigation and get back to you as part of this whole vanilla episode. Ooh, ooh, it smells so good, this one. Ooh, the top fell off. Yee. It's Nyla Vanille. Wow, that's really beautiful. This is my first like really beautiful perfume bottle, I feel like, that I purchased. I got it secondhand. Yay, that's exciting. And let's see what's in here. Okay, finishing this unboxing, I have a little box here and something that was in an envelope that might not be a vanilla. It might be, okay, it's a Baccarat Rouge. So I'll put that to the side. I have dupes of Baccarat Rouge, and I wanted a little sample of Baccarat Rouge 540 X-Straight. I'm not sure if I should have gotten the regular or the X-Straight to compare to the dupes that I have, but I got the X-Straight, and if I feel like I must, I will eventually get a sample of the regular one too. Okay, last one. If I can get it open, I probably should have gotten it mostly open before I was on camera because this looks really, really taped. I'm just gonna destroy the box, I think. I'm just gonna let myself. Whoa. That hurts. Yikes. What's in here? There's like paper stuffing. What do we have in here? Lots of stuffing and some samples. Huh, what is it? Is something else in here? Oh, that's so sniffly. I my throat was all bright red. Okay, what was it that I ordered? Okay, I think this one's not a vanilla either. So there's one more vanilla thing that I'm waiting for, which is a, pardon the snot, which is a white milk, a duo white milk mixed with Princess. They're a dupe of Killian's Princess, because I saw someone somewhere say that it was a good bedtime smell, and I'm still on the search for good bedtime smells. I realized that I might have gotten only one person that I got samples from actually gave me the real Bianco latte, I think, because the newer sample that I got from somebody that I thought was going to be a bottle or partial bottle was actually just a sample from Mercari. That's a big thing to look out for, is it'll look like you're getting a bottle and they won't say specifically that it's a decant on the ad. Anyway, it didn't have the same lasting, so it's either newer and needs to age, or it's not real. So that is a bummer. Okay. Yeah, this other one's a tea fragrance, so we don't need to deal with that right now. Interesting. Well, let's see. Let's try the Nyla. Okay, I'm gonna do a little first impression with Nyla Vanille. I will put it on this arm. I'm gonna put some Aquaphor moisturizer on the arms to protect the skin. And let's see how this sprays. Smells good. So definitely smell the alcohol at first, but it's a really sweet, warmer vanilla. Oh, I like it. I see now why someone compared it to Bianco Latte. It does have a little bit of maybe the tonka that makes it not a regular vanilla. It's a little bit different smell than straight vanilla. Oh, yay, I like it. I'll see how it dries down. I think that they said that it dries down in a more ambery way than Bianco Latte, which doesn't have the ambery note as far as I know. So that would make it a little different, but I am really happy with this purchase. Yay! This seems like a secondhand purchase from someone that actually worked out. I think a lot of them have been faking the funk. I think a lot of them are not selling the real deals, and so that is disappointing. But this one smells great, feels right, and is gorgeous, so I'm really excited. I think this will go in my top few of the vanillas that I'm going through this week. It's a really nice vanilla for fall, and it does have the Bianco Latte DNA in it, so yay. I'm gonna go take care of myself and take care of my dog and change my bed and take a shower and get back in bed, because I need to rest and restore. I hope that you are having a restful, comforting week, and I will see you next week. Hello, I am back with another Sephora investigation report. I was checking out a couple of vanilla and caramel type scents that I really liked on paper and I wanted to try on my skin. And so I snuck in there and sprayed and left. And I can report on 3 popular new fragrances right now. La Vie Belle Vanille Nude, Queen's Caramel, and what's the other one? The Rare Beauty one. I think it's just called Rare. So the La Vie Belle Nude Vanille is on this side. And I was surprised how lactonic it is. On paper I didn't smell it as much, but on my skin it smells super creamy, milky vanilla. Like a warm glass of milk before bed with vanilla extract in it. Yeah, and on the creamier side, not like a lighter milky, like a little bit heavier creamy. And it's just a soft, creamy, sweet, milky vanilla smell. I could see how it could get addictive. And also it smells really similar to Bianco Latte to me. And I got out a couple of the Bianco Latte dupes that I got to see if I feel like this smells really similar to this one. Let me try. It smells like alcohol first coming out, so it takes a while to be able to smell it. Oh, that one's way sugarier. So I guess the La Vie Belle Nude is it's sort of like okay, this one is supposed to be the actual Bianco Latte. Yeah, so for me, actually, La Vie Belle Nude is even more thick, creamy latte-ish than Bianco Latte. And I'll do the second 2 in a minute. Okay, the other 2 that I snuck into Sephora to smell in my investigation today were Queen's Caramel and Rare. And I sprayed Queen's Caramel on my chest, and I think I'm breaking out from it. I'm getting a little rash. My skin in general, I think, is getting a little upset with me with all the perfumes. But I still really like it on the skin. It's what I wish the other caramel smells, the other scents that I've smelled. Caramel Cascade, I believe, is the other one that I bought and smells really awful and licoricey to me. This one just smells thoroughly sweet butterscotchy kind of caramel. But no other weird smells. It smells like what it is. It's not, like I said, it's more on the butterscotchy side. It's not like a caramel, like topping for ice cream kind of caramel. It's got, or I guess it would be the butterscotch topping, not the caramel, if that makes sense, the difference between those 2 smells. For what I smell. And then Rare is, I see why people like it. It's so, oh, oops, I sprayed other stuff on there. It's really light. So if you are looking for a scent that's not going to be projecting a lot, it's not going to be offensive to anyone around you, it's not going to, it shouldn't give you headaches or anything, overwhelm like that yourself. It is a lot like Goddess, Burberry's Goddess, and Angum for Lattafa without the lavender, and And the ginger is also just soft. It's like it's almost like when you're hearing music in another room and it's sort of muffled. It's got this, everything's got a very soft kind of, like a veiled softness to it. No like harsh notes. Just sort of like light, sweet, a little bit softly ginger and vanilla is what I smell in it. So that's my report. Queen's caramel smells good, but I think I'm breaking out from it. I don't know that it's that formulation's fault. Rare is soft and lovely, and La Vie Belle Vanille is creamy. Hi, Cozy Adventurers. I just want to finish up my vanilla deep dive for the week. I had a few that I forgot to include, and that includes revisiting Choco Musk and Choco Musk Marshmallow, which were the first things I ever tried on this channel, and went like slightly viral, like over 1,000 views right away, which was like wild, which is part of why I continued with this. They smell the same to me. I put them away for the past several weeks to see if they would change a bit, and I don't think that they have. The Choco Musk has this like baby doll sweetness, like those dolls from the 80s or 90s that were slightly sweet scented with baby powder and vanilla. Oh, that one's the strawberry. Okay, there we go. Yep. Baby doll head. The mid of it, the in the dry down is when this little bit of cinnamon comes up, and that for me smells kind of barky and I don't really like it. But then in the base notes, it goes back for me at the end of the dry down to more creamy vanilla on my skin that I really like. The Choco Musk Marshmallow has this kind of also kind of toy-like fake but strawberry smell on the top notes. And then its mid notes I like better. It's gets more just like a nice sweet marshmallowy vanilla. Still very like youthful toy, like toys could be scented with it smell to me, but not bothersome at all. If it stayed that strawberry the whole time, it might bother me. And I did a taste test, smell test with it with some powdered hot cocoa and marshmallows, and it does indeed kind of smell like that stuff tastes, so that's cool. The No Prints Required by Finery is another one that I forgot to include, and it is a sort of pretty princess vanilla in that it doesn't feel so foody. It's not so gourmand. It smells more, I think because it has some like fruits and florals and green tea added, it feels a little more fancy. And Princessless Princess White Milk, another dupe from Dua, has that smell mixed with the Bianco Latte. I'll add that I don't actually get much of the cocoa part of Choco Musk. So for some people it smells like milk chocolate. For me it mostly smells like vanilla with this little bit of cinnamon that doesn't smell like cinnamon to me. It smells like bark. Yeah, right now it's in the mid part of its dry down, so that's mostly what I smell. Like almost just smells like paper. I don't smell the vanilla so much. But when it goes to the end part of dry down, it goes back to a sweeter vanilla smell to me. But for some reason, the marshmallow one, I do smell more of that cocoa. I am going to do another roundup of the Al Rahab oils, revisiting them later this month, I think, or possibly next month. And I'm going to do more taste tests then to compare things to. So it might be, I think I've detected a little Cocoa Puffs in it, but I got some Cocoa Puffs to compare. So stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe to see my Cocoa Puff taste test along with Al Rahab Choco Musk. And what was the other thing that I wanted to say? Oh, there is a vanilla that I really don't like. It just doesn't agree with me. I get headachy feeling, and it's funny because it's the one that's supposedly just pure essential oil. It's from Gaia Labs. It says vanilla. I thought it said vanilla obsession, but no. I'm not sure. Vanilla planifolia. I'm not sure what it's called, but this is what it looks like. Oop. And this one to me smells like a really floral vanilla rather than a like food vanilla extract kind of vanilla. And it just gives me like a headachy feeling kind of right away, so I can't do it. I think it's because it has such a like kind of floral, which for me can be that people say screechy feeling. And you know what? Screechy makes sense to me because, you know, when you listen to music, if you're someone who can be sensitive to like kind of a screechy tone in a voice or in a song, and need more sort of bass and other notes around it for it not to sound screechy, that's kind of what the screechy perfume smells like to me, is like this high-pitched tone that doesn't have some bass and other notes to support it. And both of those things in music and in smells can give me headaches. So that is my deep dive in vanilla, all done. Okay, I am going to give some vanilla awards for my deep dive with vanilla. It turned out that I found through my exploration of Dua dupes for different vanillas that my top 3 Duas corresponded with my top 3 non-dupe vanillas. So basically I love Bianco Latte for sleeping. I love Vanilla Sex from Tom Ford, and I love Kayali's Vanilla 28 for a like richer, darker, bourbony vanilla, and those are my faves. The dupes for them, and there is a good discount right now on Dua if you want to check them out. I think if you put $150 worth of stuff in your cart, you get 33% off. You get a third off. Or if you get less, I think you can get 20 or 25% off right now. So for Vanilla Sex, the dupe is Intimate with Vanilla, and they smell pretty similar. For the Kayali Vanilla 28, the Magic of Vanilla, it smells less similar, but it smells good. To me, the Magic of Vanilla smells a little more perfumey vanilla, but not in a way that gives me a headache or bothers me at all. It has a sort of complex perfumey smell. And the Kayali 28 has a sort of darker bourbony smell to me. The Intimate with the Vanilla and Vanilla Sex has an almondy vanilla complexity going on. And then I've got Bianco Latte, which is my very favorite. And the dupes are for Dua is White Milk 2.0. Really, really similar. The main difference with both that one and this other one that's become a fave, which is Nyla Vanille. Big difference is that there's some sort of like inner nose tickling smell that I don't like some note in there in both of these that I kind of don't like. And I wonder if it's, I think it might be that some of the lactonic notes have a tendency to go a little sour. And that's what it is, but it's subtle. And this one is so sweet that it really covers that up. But they're both good. And yeah, Bianco Latte is still my biggest winner for now with vanilla. It's not even the way it smells, but the way it feels. It's just super comforting for me. Like, makes me go to sleep. Hi Cozy Adventurers. I just wanted to describe Bianco Latte to you because I realized I'm doing a lot of content looking for dupes and alternatives because I fell in love with Bianco Latte for sleeping. This is my very diminishing sample size of it, or not sample size. Oh, it says hand decanted sample, decanted sample of it from Split Set. I got another decantation, if that's a word, from another seller that I think might not be real, or it's just not aged as much as this. This one has a really different scent and staying power to me than any other dupe or even the other decant has. So what does it smell like? It says its top note is caramel, middle notes are coumarin and honey, and base notes are honey and white musk. I think that there is, I'm not seeing it here, but I think that there is also tonka bean in it as well. And it definitely is milky, so it's weird that the notes don't say milk either. So it's super lactonic. You can smell, or it's not super lactonic. Some things are more heavily lactonic. It's sort of lightly milk scented, like you can picture the inspiration for the latte part is that it does smell sort of like steaming milk for a latte, but it also has this coolness that I think is from the coumarin. And maybe tonka beans. It's not like the warmest vanilla. It's more, yeah, cool, like a sweet version of like white sheets, how clean white sheets feel. Not in a clean way, not in a like there's anything soapy about it way, but just in a cool way. It's hard to describe. And yeah, I think the honey definitely adds another layer to the vanillic smell of it, and that there's a musk, so that keeps it a little grounded and not too cloying. And yeah, to me, when I first smelled it, I was like, nothing special, but it ended up being such a soothing scent for me for sleep.